once again, brothers and sisters. Welcome to a brand new series, which I am calling... Sorry about that, but I am calling If Pokemon Were Other Characters for other video games and such, which you can also call I.P.W.O.C. Today we are going to be focusing on Organization 13 from Kingdom Hearts, and throughout the entire series, the Organization 13 has mainly appeared in 3 games where you get their personality in. Now, really, I haven't played that many Kingdom Hearts games. I've only really been able to play the ones on a DS because I don't have access to a PlayStation. But my knowledge on this game is actually really, really good because I do watch cutscenes and I really enjoy the knowledge of the game. I really hope Kingdom Hearts 3 will be out for the Xbox One, which thankfully I do have. But either way, let's get started. I'm doing the main Organization 13 members. So there are going to be 13 Pokemon on this list to represent each character. And if you like this segment, make sure to like and subscribe for more of it, or leave future games you want me to do this segment for in the comment section below, and I'll hopefully do it for one each month. But either way, we're starting with first main person from Organization 13. So starting off Organization 13, we have Xemnas, who I decided best represents Hoopa Unbound. Now, with the new Pokemon movie coming out, Hoopa and the Clash of Ages, we see that Hoopa Unbound is the main villain, while you have regular Hoopa help you out. And I'd say, in conclusion, I do have to say that Xemnas is the leader of the Organization 13 and made it to the real Organization 13 because he is the nobody of the leader of the real Organization 13, and is the leader of the first Organization 13 that we all got to know and love. And in the end, that these two are major villains in what they all appeared in makes Xemnas best representable by Hoopa Unbound. Next ranked member we have is Xigbar, who is, I'd say, is best represented by Cloyster. Xigbar's battling style is mainly, sometimes he'll go into a first-person view where he will aim and shoot you, or when he'll come up close, he'll shoot you with his arrow gun. I'd say Cloyster is a really good representation of Xigbar, because after you do Shell Smash, it is terrifying as long as you have Skill Link, because you then will be able to shoot your opponents 5 times with your Ice Cold Spear or Rock Blast. And really, when you think about it, Xigbar's arrow gun can also be represented by Cloyster's horn on the top of his head. So yes, in the end, Xigbar is probably best represented by Cloyster. Third organization member, we have Xaldin. And I have to say, Bisharp is the best representation of Xaldin. Xaldin was a really hard member to choose for, but Bisharp in the end was decided to do that, mainly because Xaldin can be seen wielding 6 lances. And Bisharp is known to have really lots amount of points. If you think about it, he has maybe even 6. One for each arm, then 2 on that circle around him, and then 2 on top of his head. So really, that rounds up to 6. Even though Xaldin is a whirlwind lancer, there's no real flying type that really represents Xaldin as much as Bisharp does. The fourth member, we have Vexen, who I have to say can be best represented by Mega Sableye. Now, earlier when I was doing this, I actually had Avalugg be the original Pokemon to best represent Vexen, because Vexen is the icy shield of something something. But I remembered that Mega Sableye actually wields a goddamn shield from a ruby that's made from its chest. Unfortunately, Vexen is not... And also, another thing that we could say is that the ghost and dark typing of Sableye can also help with Vexen's characterization, because Vexen in Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories was able to create a dark version of Riku that has been made and put in with memories by Naminé, but I'm not going to spoil anything. If you like Kingdom Hearts and you don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts, I really recommend doing it. Kingdom Hearts is an amazing game, and I do love it. It's actually a game I do enjoy playing that's not Pokemon, but in the end, the ghost and dark materials of Sableye and the giant shield it wields as its mega form can best represent Vexen's dark scientific mind and the shield that he wields. Next up, we have Lexaeus, or whatever, but in the end, I was going to say Lexaeus. Lexaeus is actually an organization member that I don't really know that much about, but I do know that he is mainly one for power. He showed in Kingdom Hearts 358 over 358 over 2 days, excuse me. But when that happens, the one mission he goes on to is he shows you a move where you rely mainly on your own power, and he shows you how to wield this power by beating the ever-loving crap out of you. I'd have to say Terrakion, which is a really, really powerful Pokemon, and best represents his personality. And his axe sword he wields can also be shown by Terrakion's 2 horns on the side of his head. And with the main fighting purpose of him being all up close and personal, Terrakion can even best represent Laxeus even more. Next up, we have Zexion. Zexion was a member who I had a hard time understanding, like a hard time I had picking a Pokemon to represent him most. So in the end, I decided to go for Alakazam. So Zexion, excuse me, I'm still stuck on Lexion, but just know I am doing all this in one take, though. Anyway, Zexion is an organization member that you fight in Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories when you play through as Riku. And Zexion does do his fair share of tricks. He recreates the Destiny Islands while he was getting sunk in darkness. He even disguised himself as Sora, where he uses the light to try to make Riku fade away, but Riku is able to get caught up in its senses in a way, and be able to take down Zexion after it's feeling battle. And Zexion has to be best represented by Alakazam, because the book Zexion wields, he is able to keep his distance. Alakazam knows how to keep his distance in a battle. Next up, we have Sayax. Now, Sayax is a member I really can rant about for his best representation of Pokemon, which is going to be Metagross. Now, the first thing that can also help is the looks in general. They both have an X on the side of their faces that goes between their 2 eyes. Now, when you battle Sayax in Kingdom Hearts 2, he has 2 main faces. But this is just his normal face, where he doesn't get overly berserk. And when that happens, he is still capable of attacking, and he can do some really good damage. And Metagross can do some really good damage, but when he gets to his Berserk mode, which is really overall dangerous, you can say that Mega Metagross will even help him out even more. Because when Sayax goes Berserk, he is fast and powerful, which you have to say Mega Metagross can really choose in. And Sayax's sword, you can really think one arm from Metagross can replace that thing in a heartbeat. Oh yeah, baby. Next up, we have Axel, who I have to say best represents Typhlosion. Now, the reason why I did this, because in the Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Soul Link that I did end up failing, I have named that I started Cyndaquil Axel, because I thought the Fire best represents Axel with the scent. But now that Nuzlocke has been failed forevermore, I'll be nicknaming my Typhlosions from Axel's real name, Lee, which is L-E-A. Because only organization's members' names are in a mix-up of the normal names with an X put in to make things really weird. In the end, Axel is actually an organization member that you get the most personality out of all of them, I'd have to say, besides Roxas, who actually got his main character in his own game, but with Axel having a personality that is really deep into as much as Roxas is, and the fact that Typhlosion is a favorite Pokemon of mine, and they both battle with fire to put Typhlosion as Axel's representation. Next up, we have Demnix, who I just I did have to really think about who I wanted to do. I even had to watch his boss battle a couple times that you do in Kingdom Hearts 2. So when you do his battle in Kingdom Hearts 2, he summons these water clones that you have to be in a certain amount of time, or else you lose the battle no matter what. But then after that, you get to just wheel on him a certain amount of time until he has the water dance once more. So that water can actually provide him a really good defense, which makes Vaporeon a really good Pokemon to represent Demnix, because Vaporeon has a really good bulk, and if you can toxic your opponents, it's almost like you're making the water dance for you. Your opponent will have to take care of you really quickly before the toxic takes them out and knocks them out. And then the fact that they are both also being able to deal damage while not being able to put up that unbelievable defense with Vaporeon being able to use Scald, and then makes his regular attacks fairly useful, can make these two the bulky members of the organization who can do damage when they're not making that water dance. So next up, we have Luxord. Luxord is an organization member that I think has no personality whatsoever. He's an organization member where you barely get to know anything about him. He has very few lines in Kingdom Hearts 2, where he just locks everyone away into these cards that he holds in, and then when Zora asks his name, Luxord says no time, begin to fight, blah blah blah, and the fight begins. Luxord battles with cards, making things really all tricky for you. And I'm pretty sure even in that battle, you would go into a die form. And I have to say, with the tricks and illusions that Luxord pulls, Zoroark can best represent him, because Zoroark can pull tricking things. Zoroark got his own movie, he got his own event in Pokemon Black and White, with the shiny legendary dogs, with Zoroark disguising himself as a woman in one of the routes next in Mombasa City. So the tricks that these two can pull, and what they can pull, can make them really tricky that you have to deal with. And Luxord's battle is definitely no massive matter, because it really is a different variety to most organization members. Next up, we have Marluxia, who can best represent Mega Absol. Now, besides the size that Marluxia holds, and let's just say the side part of Absol's head, I have to say, if you have Shiny Absol, it can represent Marluxia even more. But when Mega Absol comes in, it really helps out, because Marluxia is a main organization member that you battle in Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, because he is the last organization member you battle in Sora's gameplay mode, and you battle him quite a number of times. His first battle, you can say you go up against him as a regular Absol. Once that's done, you can go against him as a Mega Absol, which can really trick things up a bit. And yep, in conclusion, Marluxia, Mega Absol, good. And we're almost done. We have Loxine, the only female organization member, and despite all that my rage, I have to say the best Pokemon that can represent the only female organization member is a Pokemon that can only be male. Thundurus Therian form best represents Loxine, because they both wield claws, in a sense of Thundurus' hands being all claw-like. And Loxine knows how to bring the sass, really. And you want sass, try Nasty Plot on your Thundurus Therian form, and you can really bring the sass that Loxine knows how to bring, and also be able to go into battle with the terrifying electricity that they both know how to wield. And the final member of Organization 13 that we'll be talking about, Roxas. I'd say Roxas is best represented by Gallade. Now, I couldn't get the image that best shows why, but Roxas is a Keyblade wielder in the organization. And in the end of 358 over 2 days, and his boss fight in Kingdom Hearts 2, and his final battle that you can battle as him in Kingdom Hearts 2, Roxas wields 2 Keyblades, the Gatekeeper and the Oblivion. Now, I need to think of somebody that can dual wield in a sense. I was considering Doughblade for this honor, but since Gallade stands at the normal height of a human, I guess, and has a human-like appearance, and both of his arms can be used for combat and can be thought as sword-like things, Roxas and Gallade are probably a Pokemon and a tongue-tied game character that can really be closely represented by each other. So there you guys have it. Organization 13 from Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories to 358 over 2 days to Kingdom Hearts 2. And we're about to get some more Organization 13 drama in Kingdom Hearts 3 with the true Organization 13. But in the meantime, these are your organization members that you've gotten to know and maybe even love. I know I certainly do love Organization 13 because I do love Kingdom Hearts. So I guess that will be it. Once again, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you smack that like button down below and subscribe for love on my channel. And if you do like this segment, let me know in the comments below, or even leave games that you want me to go into and figure out Pokemon for them. So I guess that'll be it for now, but remember people, I'm not just anyone else's Pokemon brother. I am your Pokemon brother, signing out.